Right, hey guys, welcome to my live stream. Tonight I'm going to be doing a load of drift tunes. I've got a long list of cars ready and waiting. If you've got any ideas of other drift cars, then leave it in the chat and I'll be checking it every now and again. Tonight I'm actually going to start off with the Honda S2000. I've got an MX-5 drift tune that I said that I was going to do, but the videos have been done. It's just a matter of editing them and showing them to you guys later on, but I didn't want to use it and give the big hint away of what it can do, otherwise there'd be no point in the actual video themselves. So we've got our stock S2000 and I just clicked buy car again. I didn't, I clicked my garage. Alright, so start off with the upgrade shop, put some random rims on it, whatever looks good. Probably imagine multi-spoke, be the best for this one. Don't want to spend too long, but as long as they look alright, it's good enough for me. Yeah, we'll go with those, they look pretty shabby. So we've got our rims, the tyres I do not touch, the tyre compound I will literally stick with stock tyres, as it just gives better sliding, better chaining. Always deal with the drive train, god, can't talk tonight. So you got your drive line, your clutch and transmission, put your differential all the way, braking, of course, you're going to want the best brakes you can get. Suspension, I always put it to the lowest of the low because you can adjust it later. Obviously put the front and rear anti-roll bars in, so it can help your car differentiate the weight. Chassis, just leave it out. You want to make it as light as possible. Don't want any pointless weight dragging you down. But I do find with an American muscle car it does work, and leaving the weight reduction out, more light weight to make the car slide, and then just our power. It's quite fun. Pretty much just stick to the standard engine and just do all the upgrades possible except for the flywheel. I find that your car will always be better off without the flywheel for sliding. Don't know how it works, but it just works. Yeah, I can't do nothing to that. Alright, now we go on to tuning the actual car. Ugh, load time, hate it. I always go with the front at 28. That can go down as low as 26. And then rear tyres are between 30 and 32. I will probably leave that at 401 at the minute because I don't know what the gearing is like. Negative front camber, always at 5. Rear will be anything between 2.5 and 3.5. Toe in, always at 5. The caster I always leave to begin with because, well, we don't know how the car is actually going to handle. Always put the anti-roll bars at 1. Make them as soft as possible. It differentiates all the weight between left and right. With springs I always go really soft as well, just to help the anti-roll bars a bit. Also helps it slip a bit more. Don't want to get this, there we go. I always put the front a bit heavier, well, a bit stiffer than the rear. Ride height, that's a matter of opinion, whatever suits you for the track or just in general. I'd always go for about a quarter of what the original is, but not all the time. Sometimes I go a bit lower, sometimes I go a bit higher. This is just a rough guessing at the minute until we get it on the track. If there's any particular track you'd like me to try, then just leave it in the chat and we'll see where that goes. I tend to go between 45 and 40. On this one I'm going to go 40 just to show you guys. On the pressure, always go 120 to 125. I'll stick to 120 on this. Acceleration is always between 80 to 100. I'll just go 100. Show you guys the acceleration's always at 0, even on race tunes. That's just on rear wheel drives. Always keep the deceleration to 0. Otherwise you'll end up, well, cutting your power out. If we go free play, I think that short track maybe drift. Yeah, we'll go. Screw it. We'll go with it. We'll roll with it. Let's go. I am actually using a controller for this. I'm not using a steering wheel at all. So whatever you can do on a controller, you can do better on a steering wheel. So the saying goes. It's all well and good, all the introduction to the track, but it does take a long time to load, which is annoying. Not as bad as the last one, admittedly. Right. Let's roll, shall we? Right, okay, so to be honest, this feels a bit tight just because of how low it is. And because oh, I forgot, wrong way. That works, just, only just. That's my own fault because I messed the whole entire corner up thinking it was the full. I find that this build's got a lot of control. Can get some nice angle. Fourth gear is a little too, well, not enough power, and third gear is way too high, so I'll be adjusting gearing after. But overall, it's got a nice little slide to it. You'd probably want this on something like Bernese Alps, I reckon, something nice and flat with might and the jumps, Lime Rock. I would probably try it on the Le Mans circuit, the Bugatti circuit, but I don't know, maybe a bit too low with this build. You can always download this tune, because I'll upload it in a bit once we finish it off, and then you can try it on all different tracks and leave a comment on what it's good for. I'd probably say the GP circuit of the Nürburgring would be a good shout as well. And I've messed that up. Oh no, I've got enough control in the car in order to pull it back. This thing just glides. It's like effortless. I'm actually quite fond of this already. The spoiler of the S2000 is vibrating like crazy. At the ends. That just makes it look like it's made out of paper. I got paper aeroplanes as a spoiler. It's all good. There shouldn't be any problems with paper aeroplanes for spoilers. Support the next F1 cars to make them lighter will be made out of, you watch. Now I'm finding that 4th gear is just lacking in power, but apart from that I would say that this is a pretty smooth drift car to be using, especially if you're a first time drifter. It's not got too much power either, so it's got a nice little steady balance. And even if you do put your foot down, because of the lack of grip like you'd get in street tyres, you can just glide, get some proper nice angle. Oh, too close to that one. That's my own fault though. Wrong entry point. Oh, looks like I'm going to spin it. Nope, pulls it back, nice and steady. Not a problem. I'll probably do less laps next time because 5 I think is a bit far. But we'll go from here. I'll probably raise the height of the car a little bit. I don't know. I haven't actually bottomed out. It just looks like I'm going to. If you're gonna obviously put in power down and you're gonna end up too close to the wall, just handbrake and clutch it. If you use manual clutch, it'll get you a bit more distance without actually having to drive closer to the corner where you're gonna end up nosediving the wall. Oh, ball tap there, my bad. Alright. Oh god. And the braking, with the settings that I put it on, it's just pretty much well balanced at, I think I put it at 45, was it? Yeah, 45. Because with 40 it seems to still be a bit front end heavy, which ends up causing a lot of problems. When you're drifting at high speeds, you end up spinning around for some strange reason. Now, where I just hit the wall is because of the suspension being a bit too soft, but it hasn't failed me anywhere else apart from that one time. So I'd probably just leave it, to be honest. But yeah, if you get hold of the build, you can just fiddle around with it anyway. If this looks like your kind of fun drift car, I'll probably put the gear in more to acceleration, just so I can use 4th gear a bit more, a bit widely, just to keep the arse end sliding out. Because otherwise, if you notice with the different gears, you'll always get really tight slides with the lower gears. But if you're constantly drifting, you're not going to get, well, much points, because you're going to constantly have to fishtail like this in order to get the points that you want and the angle that you want. But you know, we'll go over that as the tune goes on. Alright, last lap. I'm definitely going to put it down to 3. Should be enough to check the whole car out. I've used Pro because of the uneven surfaces and the constant bumps. It can be very tricky for certain drift cars, but for the S2000, first time, I'm quite actually proud of it and fond of it. You may actually see this car pop up quite a lot more. Now, angle wise, you can get a nice decent amount of angle without it just snapping inwards, or as you come out of the angle and it snap the other way. Alright, 24k was the best lap I got. Alright, let's go back to tuning. Yep, perfect. First place when it was only me, because I'm a loner. Yay. And yes, UG Speed, I am happy with the fact that you said about the S2000. I've taken quite a big liking to it already. As for the actual tune, like I said, we'll probably put the acceleration up a bit more. Don't know how much more. We're just gonna have to guesswork this, because the actual gearing changes is fine. I'm gonna go 440, see how that goes. I need the other way. Now I'll probably put that up just a tiny bit, not too much. Ride height, I'm gonna make that at 5, but then put that up to 5.6. Yeah, we'll go 6, just so it's got a bit more ease to it. Yeah, braking force was at 40 and 120, so didn't feel like it. Felt much more comfortable than that. But then I'm usually the person that will put it at different. Right, what we'll do is we'll do a different track this time, and we'll only do 3 laps because that just took the mick. Doing 5. Any suggestions on what track? Got Long Beach there. Lime Rock. Go with Indianapolis. It's quite a big corner. Let's see how that goes. Alright, wait for it to load up. This is one bad thing about just solo play. It takes a while to load up. I'd understand if it was multiplayer, but really, single player. And it's just you, it's not like you've put any ghosts in. Well, I say ghosts, I mean AIs. Alright, let's start. Dun dun. Alright, let's try 4th gear straight away. So 100. I'm going to start the drift here. A little gentle brake. Oh, not enough power in 4th still. Oh, there we go. We've got enough power in 4th, just a matter of angling. It's not one of those gears that will just snap on you, so you have to be a bit patient. Oh, didn't realise it was that track. If I had the long big corner, I forgot to change it over, my bad. But you can certainly notice the difference in like the control of the actual rear end in general. And that, just because my car's so low, wouldn't tip over, which is obviously quite handy. And still managed to keep maximum 90-degree angle for the corner without actually sliding out, and still remained in control perfectly. So to be fair, that's one of these. Okay, that was my own fault because I didn't actually counter steer when I should have. I thought it might be alright. That was just my misjudgment. I probably shouldn't have done 3 laps at Indianapolis because it may get a bit boring for you guys. But it's quite a small, nice car. See, got all that angle and still in control perfectly. You'll obviously feel the car wobble from side to side because of how light the suspension is, but because it's a low car, not like an SUV or something, it doesn't really make much difference. Since we've raised it, it does feel a bit more shaky, but if you're uncomfortable with it, then just lower it back down. It's not too much of an issue. You can enter corners at God knows what angles. Oh, I overshot that foot angle. Thought it'd be alright. Oh, that's just terrible from me. I don't know why, but for some reason with sound not coming out my telly, I find it hard to do the gearing rather than checking the bottom every 5 seconds. Don't know if anyone else is like that. Use all this engine sounds and bits and pieces to change gear and get a proper good feel. Especially happens in drag racing mostly. You can enter at quite an early stage, and I've just screwed that up just through judgment. That was terrible. I'm losing it now. I need to lower the car back down. It's not a comfortable build. Once we lower it back down, I'll run Indianapolis again, but I'll run the smaller version just to show you guys the complete and utter difference in what that small adjustment makes. Don't press the brakes and the accelerator together, because that's why that just happened. Also, with the suspension, you actually have less control the higher it gets with counter steering, but you'll get used to it eventually. But remember, I am doing this for you. So you can just pull out and go back in. And that was not a sexual pun. Just realised what I said. Whoops. If you're under the age of 16 and do not know what those words mean, don't go ask your parents. That'd be the worst thing you could do. Just pretend like they were never said. Right, let's see if we can get this properly. This corner. I always struggle with this corner in general. Don't really matter what car I'm in, unless I've got people in front of me. And then I find it much easier, because I just copy what they do really. But it all depends on how good you are on certain tracks really. So you know what entrance points to take, what feels comfortable for you, then you'll get used to what feels comfortable for the car, and how much you can actually push the car, angle, speed and angle, and just playing off, showing off. Like if I had my Skyline right now, it'd be completely different. But I'm just showing you guys Honda S2000. Yeah, I'm glad this one's coming to an end, because I've done dreadful on this one. But I need to lower the suspension back down. Alright, you want Lime Rock for the next one. But I'm definitely going to lower the suspension back down. As for me personally, higher cars do not work. Well, that's not the fact that they don't work, it's just a fact of them being really unstable for me. Right, let's... oh, don't want home. I'll go back to cars, tuning and upgrades. Right, if we drop the suspension back down to what we had it, we won't need to change any of that. Setup has changed, yes, we agree. Free play. It's funny because in the last one I never used to do free player, I just used to go straight online. There's Lime Rock. Let's make it a little bit harder. We'll do the extra little bit. Yeah, we'll do that extra little bit. Not that it makes it any harder, just makes it a different angle. Yeah, 4 should be okay for Lime Rock. It's not that big. And just notice the difference in how much the car has control in comparison to what it just was with the suspension heightened. Bear in mind we are on Lime Rock now, so the whole entrance points and everything may be different, and obviously the corners, but you still got the same type of corners. Only difference is with the S2000 in comparison to the Miata is I wish you could change the colour of the roof just by standard car colour. Okay, I screwed that up. I was more focused on the roof of the car, but again I've messed up, got a really tight angle and still pulled myself out of it. It's not too... Oh, are we going to lose it? No, we've pulled it back again. If you feel like you're going to lose it, just tap the brake and counter steer. It will jolt it the other way, but chances are you'll stay on the track and get your points. And that's just me showing off. But if you notice there, I use my brake again just to get that corner. Well, that 360. I was literally about to go to that other corner. That would have backfired. If you've got plenty of control, then you'll be able to hit the 90 degrees easy. Depends how confident you are within the car itself. The more confident you are, more angle you're going to be comfortable getting, more points you're going to rack up. So I would honestly say it is one of the very few decent drift cars that I've actually driven. If you look back to an earlier stream that I've had, the Honda NSX R 1994 I think, or a 92, can't remember, I think it's 92. God, my car knowledge is going bad. Oh god, now I can't get out of this slump. Yeah, the NSX I found as a random drift car. I thought, screw it, we'll just go with it. It's not what I normally drive, it's a bit bigger than what I normally drift, and it turns out to be actually really good. So if you want to go give that a look, then take a look at my channel, subscribe to my Twitter, UG Raging. How have I messed that up again? I'm just doing dreadful on Lime Rock. Whose idea was it to go to Lime Rock? Seriously, terrible. Why have you done this to me? Yeah. I think I'm not focusing on drifting anymore, I'm just focused on chatting. It's a problem with live streaming now, you have to focus on chatting and playing, but you always take focus off one thing and onto the other, no matter how hard you try balancing it out. Right, here we go. I thought I just screwed up and counter steered too hard. Right, there we go, it's going a lot smoother now. Now I said that, I'm gonna crash. Knew it. Why did I even open my big mouth? But, right, let's just finish this car off. You roughly want to leave the caster on smaller cars around 5 anyway, like the Miata, S2000, Delta S4, pretty much anything like the Volkswagen Rabbit as well, Beetle. Actually the Beetle you might want to drop down even lower than 5, sorry. Drop it down to like 4. Maybe lower. All depends on how you handle, how it reacts with your tune. Or if it's got a mind of its own, then it's probably Herbie. If it's not, I think the bad guy used to be called Denzel, the bad Beetle. Can't remember. But if it acts like him, run away. Just run. Never look back. Alright, now we're getting into the stride and getting more comfortable with the car. It's a lot easier to get that angle, keep the drifts going, and just straight up have fun. You don't even have to accelerate around most of these corners because you just got the momentum to just slide. So there's no point putting your foot down, losing control. You're just gonna get around the corner gracefully. There's not really anything that I want to change on that. I'm quite happy with it. The only thing I'd probably adjust is the gearing a little bit more. I just clicked next race, did not want to do that. At least I'm getting a few levels. I'm just gonna go money. Just for the pure experience of this. I need money. Did not want this. Okay. We'll test this track and see what happens. Actually, I don't know how many laps I put on. Yeah, we'll just go back. We'll do some laps. Well, adjust the gearing a little bit more, and then go from there really. Tuning. Because what I can do instead of gone past it is put 4th gear up to about 130, and then put 5th up to about 110, and then put that to 450. Right, and then we'll go back to free play. Just no, we're not gonna do that actually. I was gonna say we'll do Silverstone, but no, we don't wanna. Actually, I'll go with Sonoma. Just the short, see how that goes. It's a different track, not many people drift it, but it's worth a look. Right, let's start. I haven't actually drifted this track in a long time. What would you guys like to see after the S2000 has finished being built? See, now I've upped the gears to acceleration up and 4th. This thing is literally just sliding and gliding. actually feels so nice. And you can just chain everything with like no effort, because it just slides. There's no need for just constant power. I just screwed that up because I hit the brake. Gotta be careful not to hit the brake, because you'll just stop with this build. Some people also put the Forza spoiler on to get less control at the back, although to be honest it just weighs the rear down. Whether it's all the way to speed or all the way to cornering, it won't really matter much. It will still just mess it up. Oh, I just lost 13k. Sorry, in my new video that I've got uploading, well, not uploading now, but to edit I lose a 40k chain, so 14k is barely anything. I can lose that with dignity. Difference is though it's not on this track, which, oh, that's a nice time to hit it. A bit late. Yeah, my new video is on Maple Valley, the Maple Valley long, or should I say full track rather than long. And call me out my points, asshole. And it is collaborating with UG Speed. If you check out his channel, he's in the chat. He uploads similar videos to me on Forza. He usually collaborated with me, or he'll be uploading some Need for Speed Payback, or various other games, but usually they're just collaborated with me. We're also looking for more members who like to drift and just have a good time, really. We're not a serious, like, hardcore, everything has to be perfect and spot on every time. Just chilled out two guys. Enjoy drifting. Have I messed this up? No, I haven't. I have recovered. Just because of the gearing. Getting some proper close to the walls. Can get some proper nice angle now as well. Nice momentum. It's like the perfect drift car now for me. Don't be afraid to drop it down a gear or knock it up a gear if you feel like you're running short on a corner or going way past it. Obviously don't be afraid to use the brake either. Just slow down. Goes for any time if you're tandeming or just drifting online. Save your own points and instead of ruining someone else's as well. You can always get more points on the next corner. Well, unless someone hits the maximum, then, well, good luck to you. But chances are it's very unlikely that they're going to hit the maximum. If they do, then just don't be an idiot about it and hit them. I would try that 6th gear, but there's no way that it's got enough in the gearing. Oh, if I didn't touch my brakes again, I should have been alright. That's my own fault, just threw over accelerating. Only problem with the suspension is when you accelerate. I'm not even bothered now. I'm just going around in circles on my last. Alright, 27.4k. Right, now I'll quit. Now I'll do a different car because I'm pretty fond of that. I'll upload it right now. What car do you reckon I should do next, guys? Well, you guys leave it in the chat and decide. I'm just gonna leave. Well, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna put this tune up on the marketplace so you guys can download it. Save and share. We'll call it YouTube Drift, just like the rest of the video, the tunes tonight. Just so you guys can find it a bit easier. There you go. And that is the S2000 up for show. Now, the next one on my list. Decisions. Oh, apparently a crashed Forza. That'll do. I prefer that. Right, now we reload Forza. Pain in the butt thing. What's in my message center? Oh. Appeared in 3 races and 44 races. And you get about the same amount of money. Makes perfect sense. Now, did that actually upload? Yep, that uploaded. Right, now, for the next car. No, we don't want any of these. Although I used to drift the Mazda 3, that used to be quite fun. So it's a weird one, because it's one of those cars that you don't think is going to do well, but ends up doing well. I'll be running the Integra at some point as well, but not tonight. I'll be making a video on that at some point. But I am choosing tonight, well, now, rather than tonight. I'll be going through more tonight. Dun. Subaru 2000 and 4. Going to be drifting the Subaru Impreza 2004, and we are converting it to rear wheel drive. And I didn't mean to click that button. Alright. Keep going to my garage by accident. What am I doing with my life? Right, so first off, because we messed it up, we'll put the stock tyres back on. Right, good job they didn't do any of that. Right, like I said, rims again. They look alright and they don't add any weight, so we'll just stick with them. What kind of... between that That looks more like an Evo. Then again, that don't look much better, does it, really? Alright, let's go with none. It may look odd, but it just helps. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with that. Got to follow the set all the way around. As for this bit, little roof scoop, don't hurt anyone. Alright, conversion, drivetrain, rear wheel drive, get that in there. We won't need an engine swap. Now, like I said before, go for the clutch, the transmission, the drive line, and the differential. On the drivetrain. Now for the handling, obviously you're going to want your brakes, so you can adjust them later. The springs, obviously all the way to the bottom, so we can fiddle around with the suspension. Anti-roll bars, so we can adjust them as well. Now the weight and the the reinforcement roll cage is up to you, but personally you want it as light as possible without any pointless weight. Then just go weight reduction. It's not one of those cars that has weight in it to begin with, so you don't really need to worry. Go obviously all engine upgrades if you're feeling comfortable. If not, aim for about 400 brake horsepower. It's a nice steady drifting mark. There's 400. Obviously if you're doing this you could do 410, which will be the first 4 items all the way out to the top, and then that'll be it. Or push the boat out, go 450 or 455 in this case, or hit 500. They're all decent amounts of power. Me being me, I'll just put in as much as I possibly can, but I'll always leave the flywheel out. Oh god, have you got it? My bad. Yeah, I'll always leave the flywheel out. Drop that down to 28 again. Go to 32. I'm gonna put it just at 4 as standard. Negative camber, like I said, 5. We're gonna go a bit higher this time. We will go 4 with that, and 5 with that, but we'll leave that at 5. Anti-roll bars going back down to 1, and anti-roll bars again going back down to 1. Springs, they're 500, so we're probably going to put them about, oh not that low, about 170. There we go. And this one's going to be about 200. Right, 200. Height is going down. It's quite high anyway. Yeah, 5.4. Go 2 and 2.1. That'll do. We'll adjust that if needed. 2.1 and 2.2. Braking again. We're gonna go 40. I'm gonna go 120. Yeah. 100 like I normally want, and then 0. Alright. We'll see how this goes straight off. Go free play. I can't really drift the Daytona oval. You can, but it's not really. We'll go Dubai. Oh. What we'll do with Dubai though is we will go for the mountain circuit. We won't go 7 laps. We'll go 4. Yeah, that'll do. See how we get on. with 4 laps around the mountain circuit of Dubai. Pardon me. Alright, here we go. Now, this looks so weird without a spoiler. Alright, now let's... Yep, I knew I was going to hit that. Not used to that corner all the time, first time. Bit of a weird one. But I chose Subaru for this track because it's not the smallest of cars, but it's still quite ideal. Except for it spinning around there. That could be my fault. But if you notice, we changed the rear camber, which can seriously affect it. So if we quit, that is just not working for me. Some people have this problem, some people don't. If we go to tune assist, tune, alignment, we'll go 3. Yeah, we'll stick to 3. Alright, now we'll try again. Okay. It's gonna be one of those cars where you got to jam the brakes on in order to counter steer. Oh god, that's terrible. Okay, let's not stick to a high gear. Start off with, we'll stick to something like 4th. That'll do. Just to get a nice little feel of the car. Doesn't help that I'm getting tired either. No, gone round again. Okay. So, we've had 2 problems with it spinning around. Oh, don't want the settings, want tune and upgrade. Now, most people just give up after 1 or 2 attempts, but gotta keep going. Now, actually, we'd better put this at 5.5, see how that goes before upping it to 6. So, let's see how that goes. Right, let's go again. I never realised you could enter that so early. So there's a tip for you guys: if you're on this track, enter it the earliest you possibly can, so you can get a lot of points. Gonna have to drop it down. Still going around. Alright. Tuning upgrades. Tune. That's 2.5 anyway. That shouldn't be a problem. We'll go 7. Go out of control. See how that goes. Some cars it works in, some cars it don't. You just have to be persistent, keep trying, and find what you work with. So first corner, not a problem. Second corner, nice and easy. Alright, now I've got a lot more control. Except for there, just that one little bit too much. Alright, if we drop the differential down. I hate this whole quitting and restarting crap. I should have how I used to. Yeah. Right, we'll drop the differential down so it's not so hasty. Alright, everything else. Yeah, 1.7, okay, 1.8, 2.4. If we go 1, no, we'll go 2. And we'll go 250 here. They say you shouldn't adjust too much on your car at once, but the more you do, which you know of, the better it is for you in the long run. That's my own fault, driving into the wall then. Because like I said to you, there's no point accelerating when there's no need. But it's going to be one of those nights where I'm too tired now and just need to go to bed. Oh god, I definitely got way too tired. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more streams tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow night I'll continue this same live stream, or if you've got a better idea, follow me on Twitter and leave it on my Twitter at UGRagen, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.